perspective of the media center, I could see a lot of skippers here because this is a good place, you know, to get lost in a crowd. But I think our kids do a nice job of being in class on time. Sometimes I shoo them out, but you know, we have a good school, and I think the students are doing a good job with that.
Have you ever caught anybody skipping school in here?
Yes, I have. There have been a few that have been caught, and even with plus period happening as it did, there were some students, you know, who were in here without passes or without teachers knowing.
Have you ever had a problem with it in your own personal classroom?
No, nothing I know of. I mean, usually freshmen don't generally skip, so I've always had freshmen. It's not until they learn the system that they start, those would be inclined to skip, would figure out how to do that, but for the most part, most of the freshmen don't skip, so that's not a big problem. Then I've got seniors in an AP course, and generally seniors in AP courses are pretty serious about, you know, getting the work they need done and being here at school. So I don't think it's been a problem, but who knows?
Ever caught anybody skipping school?
I have had students skip school that I have had to turn in, yes.
Do you know, like, what do you do?
Well, when I notice that they are not marked absent on the attendance, then I ask the faculty, did you see these students? And then they say, they were here at 3rd block, but they weren't here at 4th block, and then I have to write them up and turn them in because they aren't where they're supposed to be.
What's like the normal punishment? Or
I believe they just got ISS, this particular group of students, and I think it was probably because it was just their first time. They didn't have a history of doing this.
What do students normally do when they skip school?
These particular students went off campus. They left the school. I don't know what they did, but they left the school.
Very, very, very difficult to skip and us not find out about it, because especially if you come to school, you're going to be recorded as being present, say 1st block, maybe 2nd block, then all of a sudden your 3rd block teacher don't see you. They're checking back to the 2nd and 1st block teacher, and they say, nope, they were here. Office doesn't have a record of them being signed out, so the next thing that comes to our mind is some type of illegal activity.
What's the normal punishment for people skipping school?
It varies from administrator to administrator. For the most part, I think you're looking at a minimum of probably at least 1 day, and for Mr. Wheeler, that's typically 3.
3 days ISS?
3 days ISS.
Campus without permission, the standard punishment is 2 days of ISS if it's a first offense.
How do you skip school?
I don't necessarily skip school, just don't come to school. That's the difference.
Do you think skipping school is a big problem?
It depends on people.
Do you think it affects your grades a lot?
It does. Even though you pass your stuff, attendance, they fail you because of that.
Have you ever failed the class because of your attendance?
So many.
Have you ever skipped school before? Do you think skipping school is a big problem at our school?
I mean, I don't know, maybe. If you don't feel like coming, you probably don't.
Okay. Have you ever skipped before?
Yep.
Did you get caught?
Yep.
What were you doing when you got caught?
I was walking across the bridge and the cop passed us.
So it was more than one person?
Yeah.
Was you and your friend?
Yes, Brandon.
Okay. How did they know that you were skipping?
The cop saw us on the highway.
What was your punishment?
2 days of ISS.
You ever gonna skip again? Have you ever skipped school before?
Heck yeah.
Do you think skipping school is a big problem?
I guess depending on what day you skip on. When I got caught by a teacher skipping school, I got suspended from school, which was stupid because why would you suspend me when I skipped? Obviously, I didn't want to be there. But my mom really didn't do nothing when she found out, so I guess there really ain't no cruel punishment.